now know that water is a good conductor of electricity. But besides water, are there any other liquids which conduct electricity? In order to understand this, let us do an experiment. What do we use for testing an electric circuit? Yes, for testing whether current is flowing through the circuit or not, we need to attach some kind of an indicator that would show us the result. And what kind of indicators can be used? Well, a variety of them like magnetic compass and light bulbs are usually employed. How can a magnet be useful? It's because we know that electric field is known to have influence on magnets as well. So even if a small current is produced, the magnetic needle will quickly show deflection. Same goes with the light bulb. With the flow of the current in the circuit, the filament in the bulb glows, thereby emitting light. So for our experiments, we would choose the light bulb. Now how do we form the circuit? We take a dry cell, a bulb, a container, and 3 insulated copper wires. We are ready with the setup now. What does this setup tell us? We see that the circuit is not complete. There's a break in the circuit here. Now when we add a liquid to this container, it will give a circuit path for the current to flow. If the bulb glows brightly after liquid is added, it means the liquid is a good conductor of electricity. If it doesn't glow brightly or doesn't glow at all, then we can say that the liquid is a poor conductor of electricity. It's as simple as that. So let's try adding different liquids to this container one by one. We know that normal tap water is a good conductor of electricity. So if we put tap water into the container, the circuit will be completed and the bulb will glow. This is what you must have expected as well. But apart from water, which other liquids will result in glowing of the bulb? Let's try out our summer favorite, lemon juice. But first, we empty the container, clean it thoroughly and then add lemon juice to it. We put the free ends of the copper wires inside the lemon juice. Make sure that the 2 ends of the wire are less than 1 centimeter apart but not touching each other. We find the bulb is glowing. Yes, and this indicates that lemon juice is a good conductor of electricity. Now let's replace this lemon water with another liquid. Let us take vinegar. But again first, we empty the container, clean it thoroughly and add vinegar to it. What happens now? Yes, the bulb glows again. But wait a second, the bulb is not seen glowing as brightly as it glowed in the lemon solution. And what could be the reason for this? The basic reason for this is the fact that vinegar is a poor conductor of electricity. This is because chemically, vinegar is a weak acid in nature. Though it does support the flow of current, it is not as efficient as the lemon water. Wait a second, does the faint glowing of bulb always indicate that the conductor is poor? Not necessarily. There can be a few more reasons as well. The life of a cell in the circuit may be ending, or maybe the bulb itself can be the reason for this. That means there is a chance that the current is flowing in the circuit but is not adequate for the bulb to glow. What do we do in such cases? Don't worry, we have something called LED lights that come to our rescue. Yes, they're small lights used by us for various purposes. These are called the light-emitting diodes, abbreviated as LED. But why should we use these instead of a bulb? It's simple. LEDs require very little current to glow. So in the circuit, even if the current is low, we can still get the light glowing. So we can use the LEDs instead of the bulb in our circuit. Well, getting back to our test, after vinegar, we now take the third example of distilled water. Hold on. We know that water is a good conductor of electricity. So why are we performing this again? Let's find out. We clean the container and fill it with distilled water. What do you notice? Why isn't the bulb glowing brightly? Now let us add a pinch of common salt to this. Wow, the bulb's glow is brighter than before. But why did this happen? Let me explain. When we added salt, the solution becomes salt water. This salt water is a good conductor of electricity. The normal water that we get from the tap also contains several salts dissolved in it. Yes, the the presence of salts help water in conducting electric current. On the other hand, distilled water, as we know, is pure form of water free of such salts. When it's distilled water, conduction does occur but very poorly. On the other hand, adding common salt helps in increasing its conductivity. It changes from being a poor conductor to a good conductor. Till now we have studied about conductors being good or poor. Good conductors are ones which carry current very efficiently, and bad ones are those which are not so efficient in allowing the flow of current through them. This was how various liquids are classified into subcategories of being good or poor conductors of electricity. But have you ever thought about what exactly happens to the liquid when current is passed through it? What changes occur in the liquid after the passing of current through them? In order to know the chemical effects of electric current on liquids, you should watch our next video.